Welcome everyone to today's forum on the pressing issue of climate change. I'm Miza, your moderator for this issue. Here we have Dr. Jane, meteorologist Mr. Zul, and biophysicist officer Ms. Yana. We will be diving into the complex debate surrounding the primary drivers of climate change. Uh, so, what do you think about that issue on this day, Mr. Jane?
Alright everyone, firstly I want to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Jen Pidang. Let's start with some basic information about the pressing issue of climate change. If you all know, climate change is not a new phenomenon. Earth has experienced many climate change over millions of years, from ice age to warmer interglacial periods. This change occurred long before industrialization, proving that natural factors play an important role in the determining climate patterns. However, many human activities contribute to climate change, such as the burning of fossil fuels for energy production, forest burning, and industrial process releasing greenhouse gases.
Okay, thank you for your explanation, Dr. Jane. Here we can see that climate change can give us a negative impact that can make a rising sea level, extreme weather events like flood, heat wave, biodiversity loss, and impact on food security. So, what's your opinion about this issue, Mr. Zul? I would love to hear your perspective. Do you think climate change can be controlled by natural cause?
Alright, thank you, moderator. So, in my perspective as a meteorologist, climate change is a control by natural cause, and climate change can also be completely controlled by human cause. While natural processes like volcanic eruption, change in solar radiation, and Earth's orbit have influenced the climate in the past, they cannot stop or reverse the rapid climate change happen today. So the process like changing in Earth orbit or the sun energy take thousands to millions of the year. But today, warming is happening much faster because of human activity. Also, nature used to change the climate slowly through things like volcanic eruption, change in sun energy, and Earth orbit. But today, rapid warming is mostly caused by human activity, such as burning fossil and cutting the down tree. When nature process can temporarily cool the earth, they cannot fix the long-term damage we cause. To restore the balance, we need to reduce pollution and protect the nature. So, yeah, it's my opinion.
Okay, that's a very good explanation. We can see here that when human activities are carried out, natural climate cycles such as solar variation and volcanic eruption have historically become a cause of climate change. So we want to see one more side from the biophysicist officer.
Before that, thanks to moderator, give me a chance to give my opinion. Okay, my opinion as a biophysicist, I don't think climate change can be controlled by natural causes alone. While natural events like change the Earth orbit can affect the climate. So this change over long periods of time. Thus that the current rate of climate change is mostly due to human activities like burning fossil fuels. Other than that, natural causes will not be enough to stop the damage we are causing. So we need to take action ourselves to protect the environment.
Well, it is such a good explanation because we can see that the effect of both aspects can cause severe weather changes and can lead to natural disasters. I wanted to know about mitigation strategies that could make it easier to avoid climate change. Would you, Dr. J? Thank you.
Thank you, Miza, our moderator today. There are several mitigation strategies that we can see. First, transition to renewable energy source. And second, carbon capture and storage technology. Last, we have sustainable land management practice.
All right. Thank you for your convey, Dr. Jane. It was an amazing idea. All right. Here are some questions, Miss Yana. Could you give me how we effectively address climate change while considering both human and natural factors?
Good question. Addressing climate change requires considering both human and natural factors. To effectively address climate change, we need focus both on that. Human activities like burning fossil fuels are causing most of the warming, so we must reduce emission by using cleaner energy and improving technology. Plus, natural factors like change in the sun energy or volcanic eruptions so do affect the climate, but they are not enough to stop the rapid change we are seeing. We need to understand this natural factor, but the main focus should be on reducing human causes emission. Finally, by cutting emission and studying natural systems, we can better manage climate change.
Wow, I was amazed by Ms. Yana's answer. You're absolutely right. Climate change is driven primarily by human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels, which release a greenhouse gas like CO2 into the atmosphere. While natural factors like volcanic eruption and solar radiation do play a role, their impact is much smaller compared to the influence of human actions. To tackle climate change effectively, we must focus on reducing emissions, transitioning to cleaner energy source, and adopting sustainable practice. At the same time, it's crucial to continue researching natural climate processes to better understand and adapt to change. Combining this effort can help us mitigate the effects of climate change that build a more sustainable futures. I would like to hear your opinion on your side, Mr. Zhu. What role should individual actions play in mitigating climate change?
Alright. In my opinion, we know that individually action can play an important role in fighting climate change. Even though large changes from government are needed, simple steps like using less energy by turning off the light and using energy efficient appliances. So switching to the clean energy source like a solar system is possible. And using eco-friendly transportation such as walking, biking or driving electric car can reduce carbon emission. To reducing waste by recycling and avoiding single-use plastic, making sustainable food choice like eating less meat and supporting local. Sustainable food also help lower emission. So, additionally, voting for leaders who prioritizing environmental policy and spreading awareness. So, about the climate change can inspire others to take action. While the while the efforts are important, system change are necessary. So, individuals must also advocate for policies that tackle climate change on a large scale.
Thank you for the explanation provided by Mr. Zul. Based on the explanation given a moment ago, it is very important for us to be responsible in taking care of the climate change that is occurring on Earth today. So, to sum up our discussion, thank you to Dr. Jane, Mr. Zul, and Ms. Yana for coming to the forum today. As we conclude this forum, it's important to remember that while natural variation exists, the overwhelming scientific consensus points to human activity as the primary drivers of current climate change, demanding urgent action to mitigate its effects. That's all. Thanks.